What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Andy Matrix. I'm back with another video. And retro games are expensive now. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that a Nintendo game from the 1990s would cost $100, right? And you're probably wondering, well, Andy Matrix, that's not true. Retro games are cheap.
Hello, this is Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! And make sure to subscribe to Andy Matrix's channel. Now on with the show.
I went to my local, video game store, and the retro games there didn't cost much. Well, it depends what store you go. And it also depends on what kind of game you're looking for. Let's say, for example, if you're looking for Contra or, like, I believe, the Ninja Turtles, certain titles. If you try to get one of these rare titles, well, it's not that they're rare, it's just that there's not enough copies of that certain Nintendo game from back in the day. Whether if it's the regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, there's not enough copies of that game. So as a result, they increase the price. Okay? That's how it works. Okay? A lack of quantity, right? A lack of quantity raises the price. When the demand is high and the quantity is low, the prices go up. I mean, it's like, grocery prices. It's like what's happening now with groceries. The demand is high, but the product is low in quantity, so then they have to increase the price. But if the demand is high and the quantity is also high, then they can afford to lower the price. You understand? And actually, here's an example of that.
Bro, look at the prices of these games, bro. Marvel vs. Capcom, $219.
You want to know why retro games are so expensive? I'll tell you. It is because the demand is high and there is no supply, and it's been this way for years. People have to understand that these games haven't been in production since the last 3 generations, so the value went up. You want to look for a JRPG? Well, good luck finding one, because that bitch is going up for sale for $200+ because the game didn't sell as nearly as many copies as Super Mario World, for example. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. We also got to factor in that some of you dumb apples didn't take care of your games back in the day. Y'all are the same motherfuckers who had to pile of this on the floor, and then you wonder why that bitch was scratched the fucked up, and then the value of the game went down right along with the disc. And here's another factor, because when those new consoles were about to drop, some of y'all was like, nah, I don't need those old consoles. I'm going to give it to my little cousin Ray Ray. And then Ray Ray then grew the fuck up. And then Ray Ray then threw that shit in the trash. And then you sit there and wonder, why the fuck did I give this console to Ray Ray? Because Ray Ray's dumbass couldn't take care of the fucking thing. So the value of the games don't went up because people like him didn't appreciate it, just like you didn't appreciate that shit way back in the day too. So that's one of a few reasons why retro games is becoming a lot more expensive over time. I ain't saying you gotta be a PC gamer, but if you do happen to be one, it wouldn't hurt to be like Luffy in the search for the One Piece, if you get my drift.
The shelf life of these old games. It's not right. If I'm paying full price for a CD, the CDs that they produce and the discs they produce nowadays are used and made with a material that is made to last. If you take CDs from back in the day, let's say PlayStation 1 era, those aren't meant to last more than 30, 50 years. Now that's fine. That's how long the product's supposed to last. But we know that. So why are we paying full price for it when it's already scratched up and banged up and missing a manual? Retro game prices are insane. It's literally not right. It's not fair. The whole reason behind it is just a few select companies and a bunch of gatekeeping gamers. When games are really rare and they didn't produce them in mass quantities, I understand why they would be expensive. They're very old, they're hard to find. You don't find them as much on your local flea markets or in your game bins or when you go out retro hunting. They're literally rare. They're like gems in the retro, So those I understand. But games like Super Mario that were produced en masse and have millions and millions of copies, it doesn't make sense for that to be $100 plus to purchase the game.
Hey guys, really quick, if you want to help support this channel, please click the link in the description where you can go and do your shopping at Amazon. When you make a purchase at Amazon through this link, this channel is going to get a commission and it helps me continue to make more videos. So thank you very much for your support. Go ahead and click that link and do your shopping at Amazon. Yes, I know. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. It just feels like modern day gaming is expensive everywhere. Like it's expensive, you know, in all corners. Seriously. And this is why piracy exists. I'm sorry. This is why piracy exists, really. Because, you know, while it is good to have the physical copies, but then, you know, that's why certain games, you know, you can download them off certain websites for free, and that's how we keep it alive. I'll give you an example. There was a Yu-Gi-Oh game that I liked. It was Yu-Gi-Oh 2008 Championship, right? And I couldn't find it anywhere, right? And so I decided to look it up online, and lo and behold, I found it. Now, it's not the most, I guess, legit way or honest way of getting a game, but when you can't find it anywhere, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? It was a Nintendo DS game, and a lot of those games are now out of, you know, they're out of copy. You know, if you look for one of the reasons why a Final Fantasy VII game from 1997 still costs like $30 today instead of $5 is because it's highly valuable. But watch, as soon as those copies become scarce, right? As long as those copies start becoming rare years from now, the price is gonna go up to $50, $100 usually. That PS1 Final Fantasy VII game is gonna cost $100 in the future. You'll see. You will see. It's like how some comic books also, you know, become rare, and then the price goes from like, you know, $10 to $500 or $1,000. But yeah, retro gaming has become expensive. That is if you collect the physical copies, right? If you collect the physical copies. I believe the console is still easy to find. You can still get like the old Super Nintendo NES. You can still get those. It's not hard to get those. I mean, there's like multiple stores where I live where you can get a copy of those. Well, all right, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for this video. It's a pretty short videos, but I kind of wanted to bring this to your attention. Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. It's your boy, Andy Matrix. Godspeed, baby.